The one takeaway from this video is that confidence is comfort. And if you now feel that, okay, Felix, thank you, I got my value, click away the video right now, go watch something else, go watch a Mr. Beast video, whatever you do. But if you think that, I want to know more, like, what do you mean by that, Felix? Then I'm happy to explain that just in a couple of minutes or so. I think this will be very valuable for you because this is not something that you hear a lot on YouTube. I've read psychology books to get this knowledge. I've read studies, like scientific studies, to get these things. So listen up. And but to explain it further, what do I mean by confidence is just being comfortable? That is that if you are trying to be confident, you are looking online at what are the top 10 ways to be confident. You should walk straight, have good posture, do this, look at this, have this steeple. If you do these things, you are looking at the wrong things. Because these are all symptoms of being confident. That's not the reason why people who actually are confident, why they present them in this way. And for the longest time, I used to be very unconfident. This was the biggest issue of my childhood. I was incredibly insecure. I didn't like speaking up. I was afraid of social interactions. Yada yada yada. You might be in the same boat, you might not. But this was the case for me. So this has been something close to my heart. And what I then come to realize was that if I, instead of focusing on trying to look confident, if I could just instead try to feel confident, and by that I mean feel comfortable, that's the conclusion I made. If you want to feel confident, you need to just feel comfortable. That's it. So stop looking at the wrong metrics. Stop looking at the symptoms. The cause of feeling confidence is feeling comfortable. It's feeling that you belong in a room. So you're relaxed. You're just, it's how you would act when you're on your own or when you're with friends, family, on your own. How would you sit? How would you breathe? How would you talk? You wouldn't be stuttering. Your mind wouldn't go blank if you're talking to a friend. You wouldn't be breathing very shallowly or being very tensed up or very to yourself like this if you're with friends or family. You wouldn't be that. You would be more open. You would feel more confident. Right? You would have no fear of social judgment. How are people going to perceive me now? It would be none of that. You would be totally comfortable. And that's the key. And there are no signs of this is what a confident person looks like. We all know about what a confident person looks like. But everyone is different. Everyone is sitting differently. Everyone is standing differently, different postures, because it depends on you. So whatever you feel comfortable with, that is how you should be in every situation. Especially in the situations where you now feel that you're not confident, but you want to be confident in. But when you feel comfortable, there are 3 signs of confidence. These are the 3 silent signs of confidence, and these are universal. So to feel more confident, just think about how would I do this if I was comfortable. And the first one is movements, and your controlling of your movements. If you're nervous, how do nervous people speak? How are they moving their hands, if at all? They're very fast. They're speaking very fast. They're trying to cram everything in this short period of time because they are scared of other people interrupting them. That might be the reason. They're speaking just incredibly fast and they're just rambling on, giving you all this information because they're scared or they're fidgeting. They're doing something like this. They're, touching their hair, like whatever. They're tapping, something like this. Something is like always going on. They're scared. They're looking around. Their eyes are going like boom, 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 boom. Something like this. They have no control of their movements, of their body language. A good mental model for this, if this is something you feel that you're struggling with, is just to slow down your movements. How would you walk if you were the most confident and the most comfortable in the world? How would you move? Your posture would be good if you haven't been sitting all day like most Gen Z are. Your posture would be good. You would be breathing slowly, puffing your stomach out. Not being scared. Oh, how do people look at me right now? Like they see that my stomach is going in and out. That's normal. That's how it should be. That's how you would breathe. You would breathe deeply. You would speak more slowly because you're not scared of other people interrupting you. And even if they are, that's okay. They can interrupt you. That's no problem. That's not hurting me. And how are your hands moving? To think about this, think, how would I move underwater? That's how you want to move with your body language. You want to stand, sit up, all these things. More slowly, more slowly. Because we humans, things that move fast, that's usually a sign of danger, of threat. And when we feel threatened or we feel that we are in a dangerous situation, we want to move fast. We want to go. The tiger is coming, man. We need to decide quickly. Are we going to ride a tiger? Are we going to grab it by the neck, jump on and ride it, lean into the fear? Or are we going to run away or freeze? What are we going to do? Things are move fast, man. Things need to move fast when we're in danger. And the second point goes hand in hand with the first one. And I already kind of touched on it. And that is controlling your voice. But it's not only about speaking slowly and controlling the pace. It's also your pitch and your tonality. How would a confident person speak? And I'm in particularly thinking about the end of your sentence. What pitch is it? Because most people, if you listen, like go about your day-to-day life and listen to people speak, they end their sentences on a higher pitch. So if I ask you, what is the capital of Finland? My answer, like most people would answer, the capital of Finland is Helsinki. I would answer it, the capital of Finland is Helsinki. Helsinki? Helsinki. You hear that? That's the difference between a confident person and a person who's nervous. Because when you end it on a higher pitch, it sounds like a question. Right? Right? So when you ask a question, you want to end it on a higher pitch. But when you say a statement, or you're talking to someone and you want to influence them, you want to be that authority figure, you don't want to end it on a higher pitch because it makes you sound unsure. And unsure, nervous people, they want to come across as not being a threat to other people. So everything they say is just a suggestion. I'm just making a suggestion here. I'm not making a statement. The capital of Helsinki is Helsinki. Like, you can change it. You can change the statement. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. This is how they act. And this is how you are perceived if you don't speak with the right tonality and with the right intonation on your language. And the third point is facial calmness and micro expressions. And when I say this, I mostly mean in stressful, high-stakes situations. So from time to time, things will get heated. You will have an argument. Something bad will happen. You will get some bad news. These are things that happen. These are part of your life. But how can you control yourself? If someone starts shouting at you, they start insulting you, do you get all rallied up? And can people see your face getting red and you going like this? I'm gonna smash this dude. Can people see on your face that you're reacting? Or are you more like this calm oak tree? Because you want to be an oak tree in all situations, especially when it comes to high stakes situations, negotiations, or sales. You want to be that oak tree. If you've ever been in sales or you have been on a sales call, you know that the best salespeople, they're like an oak tree. You say something to them, they say, huh, that's interesting. And then they're just able to loop back to the things where they want to go. They're able to take the conversation back in control. They're in control at all the times. Oak tree doesn't move. Oak tree gets 150 years old. It gets old and it doesn't move from where it was first born. You want to be the same way. You don't want to be this, you know who I'm talking about. These blue-haired, rainbow-colored haired twats who are like screaming and protesting every other day, who are just complaining about everything, not doing any work. There are these people, who are just complaining about everything. Oh, it's your fault. We should, tax the rich and all of this, all this bullshit. These sort of people who complain, like these are usually the most emotional people. They want to scream at you. They are not thinking logically. So that is a big part of confidence as well. Just being able to be that oak tree. And the good thing is if you don't feel stressed. That is the best thing. Like bad news comes and you're just in this meditative state. You have been meditating, so you're just able to think logically about it. That is the best situation. But before you get there, if you want to be confident in situations, you want to be comfortable, like at least don't show it to other people. Because especially if you want to be a leader, you want to be the next Napoleon, you want to be one of the greats. You don't want to be like people follow the people who are the most followable. And one of the most important things in leadership is that you are able to be calm under pressure. You're able to be that oak tree. Because we don't want to follow leaders who don't have conviction and who are uncertain about how things are going to plan out. So be the oak tree and be composed. Have that composure. Have that calm assertiveness. That is from Milan Caesar. He is like a dog trainer stuff, and he talks the best way to prime the mammalian brain, especially in dogs, but this works for humans as well, is to have that calm assertiveness. So I'm calm, but I'm assertive. That is the best tone to have when you want to influence people and when you want to be powerful. Hopefully you found this valuable. Hopefully you're going to be the man in the arena, taking some action, taking some notes on this, strategizing in your head. How can I act on this? How can I implement these things into my day-to-day life? Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this. I create these videos 3-4 times a week, giving you the golden nuggets. Comment down below what you want to see next, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Have a blessed day.